So the response would be Bloodseeker again.
This is really funny to see, because, okay, so Fnatic picked Bloodseeker, and they ran over Seeker with it. Then IG tried to pick Bloodseeker against Secret, and one of the problems Bloodseeker ran into was playing against Dazzle.
Yeah.
So now Fnatic are just like, okay, so we like our Bloodseeker. Oh, Dazzle was actually pretty good against this. We'll just get both, and we'll be done with it. I believe they didn't have Dazzle against Secret, right, in that game? I don't think they did.
No, I don't think so.
They did.
Pretty sure.
No,
They played against it.
This is a hero. This is one of the biggest surprises for me draft-wise so far in the tournament, including the wild card, is how high priority Dazzle is getting compared to what he has over the last month. Yeah. Like, he is really becoming just a flat-out first-phase pick and ban, as it would seem. So that's pretty surprising for me.
The biggest,
not first-phase ban.
The biggest strength of the hero is, I think, is lane. It's very good in the lane. Even though he doesn't provide any stun, lock, disable, but he's very good team fighting, and he doesn't give away. Like, the more important thing is he doesn't give away what direction the team is going in with the draft. So
right.
I think that's a very important factor on picking the hero early.
Yeah, that's been brought up. I mean, especially at the caliber we're looking at for TI5, the versatility and kind of leaving your options open, making sure the mind games continue into the further phases is pretty important. I mean, the other thing I want to point out is, of course, just think about in our past games, how many times has a game been extended because of the shallow graves from a Dazzle, right? That alone has really changed the flow of many of our games in the past, as we see Undying now returning
the typical Chinese treasure lane.
This is a very...
two double durable heroes.
It's a very dangerous combination to play against. So first of all, it's a great dueling, like Winner said. But in addition to that, the ability to block off a path with ice shards and then have a tombstone in the area. It's like if you imagine to fight on a clutch spot, right? If you fight on a high ground and you block off the exit path, then you have to run through the tombstone, which is absolutely that's just death. That's not happening. So this pairing is really good, and you have the frozen sigil on top of the tombstone as well, making it harder to destroy and slowing down even.
You have to ban the Naga though. I think if you run.
Yeah, the Naga is important to take out of the equation.
So IG goes through with that. Storm being banned out by Fnatic, and then Lina also being banned out by IG.
A hero that I've seen picked probably a little bit too often is Skywrath. I think Skywrath is just too one-dimensional when he does. He gets owned by BKB and provides like little to nothing in the later game and just dies in a couple hits without like even Dazzle. If you just get weave off, I think that's often good enough if you end up dying.
It's a big contribution.
It's a huge contribution. So I think that Dazzle should be as highly prioritized as he is.
And you look at what Fnatic is gearing up, like lane dominance, a lot of physical damage. So they're going to look to take the fight towards, even though there's a Tuscan Undying, but they have the tools to destroy the Tombstone right now. A lot of physical damage in between the Razor and the Bloodseeker.
Yeah, you guys were mentioning, especially for Bloodseeker, how fast he can get rid of that Tombstone, so maybe they're not too concerned about that.
Interesting to see. I think it's like it kind of goes both ways, right? The Tombstone zombies are super annoying for Razor's ult, because they just keep absorbing it, but they don't die, since they need to be attacked now.
True.
And the ult strikes the target that has the lowest current health, not the lowest percentage-based health, right? So the Tombstone zombie will always be the target. Or is it? I just feel like I have this memory of playing Razor against...
I think it's percentage.
It is percentage. Okay, so then you will never hit the zombies. Because that's a really big difference. I just have this memory of playing Razor against Undying, and my ult just keeps going to waste.
It's like you never skilled out.
Because it doesn't make sense, right? Because the old one would have killed the zombies because they were damaged by physical damage spells.
Right.
So, all right, I guess we'll get that.
I mean, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll definitely find out as we. I'm sure it's going to happen at least once. And then Witch Doctor being
more team fight, and it's really good to have Witch Doctor with Undying because it's sort of like it protects the Tombstone. You're trying to kill the Tombstone, but you're running into a possible coconut bounce or Death Ward, so it's gonna be difficult to run into the Tombstone with the Witch Doctor and the Tusk on the field with the Sigil.
I feel like he's pretty good versus a tanky hero like Razor too. Doesn't really get affected by the unstable current too much.
Wow, and this is more stuff to kill the Tombstone.
So they just keep going back and forth. I mean, hey, we're going to kill the Tombstone. Hey, we're going to protect it. And, well, here's another hero who can kill it.
Next, we need the Pugna, man.
Fighting into Fnatic's lineup is actually incredibly difficult. If you're engaging into...
Okay, they're not going to try and fight.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, you win. You win that battle. We'll back off.
Fighting into Plasma Field and Razor ult.
Serpent Wards this was similar.
And Blood Right is
Yeah.
Extremely good.
Similar to what happened with the game, remember with Sidak, where they had 3 picks with Undying, then okay, this is not good.
Oh, yeah,
Remember
you're
the other
right.
day? Yeah, yesterday, in fact.
And that didn't go so.
And they
yeah.
went on to proceed Plan B, which is also PL.
Yeah, they did go with PL.
Yeah, it's like a similar transition,
Yeah.
during the draft.
Viper just being
Could
banned out
be.
right away by Fnatic.
What about
Looks
Ember?
like we-
Ferrari Ember?
We have a little bit of an update right now. Navi just
What is
beat
it?
Cloud9, so
Okay.
that
Ooh.
one is a 1-1 draw. It was a very short game,
Yeah,
25
that must
minute,
have been
25
super
minute
short,
crush. So as our predictions, Cloud9 games go beyond the hour. 25 minutes is what it took Navi for that one.
Wow,
so,
that feels
so
really
that's a
good.
draw. Which
Okay.
means they both have 1 point currently, right?
Yeah, both of them only have 1 point, so evening out there in Group A. The Brood
Well,
does get
the
banned.
Brood actually,
It made it through the second
yeah,
phase.
it actually made it through far.
But I mean, I think they figured, especially just given how much they were emphasizing the Undying and the synergy between that,
Yeah.
Fnatic would have to react to that.
But
and
then
now
again,
wanna
it
take
was the
out.
same player who played Brood and Bloodseeker for Fnatic, so it probably
Ah.
played a little into that fact that we might not have to worry about the Brood so much because it's the same person playing it.
So, but if that's the logic, why ban it now? Because still, just in case.
Yeah,
Is
just
it like a
because
in case
Phantom
move?
Lancer is particularly weak against that, so
Okay.
you don't want something like the last game to happen again. So there'll be
Mike-
Shaker to finish. Okay, it's an
Wow.
offlane Shaker.
My question right now for IG is, what are you going to do when Fnatic come to your base and they
Yeah.
plant the Serpent Wards? How are you going to get rid of them? Like, what's your actual counterplay? The moment it just looks so ridiculously difficult.
Yeah, they don't
to
have
engage into this
anything to
Fnatic
fight
team.
into that, and they need to like somehow they don't have enough spam. I feel right now looking at the 4 heroes, when a huge creep wave comes in, there's the cask and there's the shards. That's about it.
Yeah.
You need to be able to clean out the wave. So okay, this is not
That
clean-
is
Whoa.
a possible solution.
that is fighting into it with the tombstone and the split. So
This is like two
Alright.
teams.
So they went back on it. Now they can bring out the
I think the PL is more maybe going to go for a battle build where you join your team early with drums. I don't think it would be a Boots of Travel build like
Right.
what Envy likes to go for with his PL, like the greed in farming. This game he might have to be forced to fight early and join his team because it's Serpent Wards, and at some point of the game there'll be Aghanims on the Razor, so you have to defend your base no
Yeah.
matter what.
Yeah, I
I
mean, I
think
don't-
Brew Ultimate's really good at doing that, though. I think
Yeah.
he's been a forgotten mid, and he did get quite a few nerfs, but he's still really, really good at getting past that 5 through 25 minute phase of the game, which it seems like Fnatic's lineup is really geared towards.
Yeah.
I like this last pick a lot. Just
Yeah, it actually makes a lot of sense
Yeah.
with their lineup as well.
I'm actually surprised they picked it just because, I mean, that's on nobody's radar.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. But that was something perhaps good to see, because otherwise we were worried, like, all right, now they switched to plan B and now Fnatic's just going to run them over. IG comes in with a plan. They still had something in their back pocket. IG versus Fnatic, game 1 in a best of 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Fnatic versus IG. The third round of series of games today is the first day of the group stages. Welcome to everyone who is tuning in as well, over on the main stream, everyone who's tuning in on Dota TV, as well as on YouTube live streams, the stream platform, and anywhere else around the world. However you're tuning in, greetings and salutations.
Warm welcome to everyone, of course, who enjoys watching Dota, and there's going to be plenty of it. This is our last series, but there will be people taking over after us as well.
Yeah, we had Mon Capitalist as well as Blitz
Capitalists?
coming in. They'll be replacing us at the end of the day. But we're Toby and Waga. We're the bling bling combo.
Yeah, we get the morning shift every day. We warm up the booth for them.
That's right. When we wake up in the morning, we wake up to the foghorn.
All right, so let's see what they're actually doing here on the first minute. It seems that Fnatic are completely going to control the bottom rune. They have also been spotted by the early ward dropped by the Tuskar on bottom. So they have seen that Fnatic are powering down on that bounty rune, whereas Ohio is trying to sneak and steal this top rune, but it's going to be dangerous to do so. He's going to block off the Brewmaster, maybe?
He'll just let it go.
It's too risky.
There's no reason to really try and contest that. Just let him have it. It's almost a pleasure. No, it's not almost. It is a pleasure to watch the Brewmaster. I'm just really worried it's going to turn into a bitter sensation in my mouth when Ferrari just gets nailed so hard.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it works, but he's not on the lane that he would be dreaming of, as it's not the Bloodseeker mid. It is, in fact, a safe lane Bloodseeker with the Dazzle as well. However, he has faith. Faith is here. Gonna help him out a little bit.
At the same time,
okay.
Johnny's also here with KOAXY. Leech a couple of the early levels. The static link forces Ferrari off the lane, but he does get his early bottle, so we're going to turn into like this, what, clap farm kind of style for Ferrari?
I mean, he just wants his bottle as early as possible. He got it immediately when he picked up his bounty rune, and if he gets to boots as well, he can pretty reliably take runes and farm just with the spells that he has.
Is Johnny overstaying his welcome here? Like, Ferrari's going to get up in their face, but what is Johnny really bringing to this lane as a Shadow Shaman?
Yeah,
Mushy, actually trouble bottom lane. I think got caught in ice shards underneath the tower, trying to run away. Decay dropped him low, and Lure just punches him down. And that's first blood going the way of Invictus Gaming. Good start.
Terrible start there for Fnatic. They're safe lane Bloodseeker. You cannot die on that roll. That's super crucial.
The Dazzler was busy trying to do counterboarding.
Yeah, and that's going to give such a good start to Luo now. And of course, Faith is happy to be part of that kill as well.
And now Johnny comes down, they snowball under. It's all on Kerchik. They get the tombstone down. This will help him fight back Johnny. He might be in more trouble. They're getting rid of the tombstone, but Mushy is losing so much life. The decay does the work. And is there any more damage? No more snowball. But Johnny, Shadow Shaman is just such a slow hero. 1 second till decay. They already get the kill. It's 3-0. Invictus Gaming just opening up a new one on the bot lane.
We're like, yeah, Tusk and Undying, but how are they going to lane it? Yeah, they just go down there and take over. They show it's their lane, they own it, and they're running this now. Haste Rune is going to be picked up by
might be in
Faith.
trouble too. Chuan? No.
Yeah.
Sorry, once I saw the paralyzing cast come out and also Ferrari moving in, if they got a clap, combining with the first level up in Malediction, Ohio would have been licking his wounds. He's already down to one tango on an off-lane Earthshaker.
That would have been very.
It would have been more than a snowball. It would have been an avalanche for IG.
Yeah.
Like, you would have lost your off-laner. You've basically lost your safe lane already.
Yeah, definitely. That was a weird fissure by Shaker, just holding the neutral free. I don't know. I'm just watching the other lanes as well, trying to look for some salvation here for Fnatic as their safe lane is just crumbling already.
Ferrari getting up in KOXY's face. KOXY is going to be able to steal a lot of damage every single time, but that's why Ferrari's trying to clap farm. But he's 5-1 up against 15-12. KOXY has destroyed this mid lane. That's your upside, Waga.
Yeah, KOXY has this on lock. He definitely does. Doing a good job. He had the help from the Shadow Shaman in the beginning, so doing really well. Top here, just John being annoying.
They're TPing in. Johnny's on the way in. The Fissure, though, on the wrong side. So, Johnny, this TP is for nothing. They need to have the shackles go to work.
Yeah. Too bad he couldn't get the proper Fissure there. Nice try, though, with the TP. But yeah, this Brewmaster is really starting to get anything at all. He does have the haste rune, of course, but the last hitting from KOXY has been really good. Yeah.
Maybe it's a point, too, where IG have to consider... Well, they can't really rotate Chuan into that mid. Like, he's not going to be able to do that much.
Yeah, no. I don't think Chuan should run there.
Do you just wait for level 6 brew? Like, is that all it comes down to? Ferrari, in the meantime, just gets as much farm and wait for level 6?
It's nice to get Blink Dagger early on Brew, but the main reason that you put him mid is to get levels fast. If you get level 7, 6 is nice, but 7 is really when you start killing people so strongly, because your nuke is just phenomenal. It deals so much damage. But, of course, the ulti is a major part.
Johnny coming back to the middle. He still needs to find some levels here. He's got Shackle as well as his Ether Shock, but that's all.
He's not finding a lot, is he, on his Shadow Shaman?
Not really. Well, she's actually found a hell of a lot of CS for this bot lane. All things considered, 20 for 2 up against an 11 for 1.
I actually don't know how he did that, but yeah, he has recovered the last hits really well.
I can tell you it's not from just jungle farming. That's just not possible for him.
Yeah. I mean, Bloodseeker is extremely good at last hitting, and he played very aggressively farming when he died.